if I asked you to stick around and watch the trailer for a documentary that talks about how this administration is complicit in the missing kiddos that we have all been asking about for the past 4 years, would you stick around and watch it? That's what I'm doing here. Then, if I asked you all to go watch the documentary itself that talks about this administration and how they are complicit in the missing kiddos themselves, would you go watch the documentary? Because that's what I'm asking you to do. For the past 4 years, I have watched hundreds of my mutuals make videos talking about the administration, the current administration, and how we are asking you, where are those missing kids that came over the border? Where are the missing kids within our own border? Where are our missing children? Where'd they go? This particular documentary talks about that. And I am asking you to put aside your preconceived notions about Tim Bird and that video, that documentary, all of the videos surrounding that. Just get rid of that. Put that shit aside. Put that aside. I don't care about that shit. Okay? Please put that shit aside. This documentary is different than that. There are people out there that can do things in a lot of different ways. People can build homes in a lot of different ways and achieve the same outcome. That is my belief. People can sell things in a lot of different ways and achieve the same outcome. So people can make documentaries and achieve the same outcome and do it in a lot of different ways. This particular documentary, I believe, talks about missing kiddos, but does it in a very different way. But this one talks about the current administration, and that's why it is different. So watch this trailer, then go watch the documentary, then do the call to action and sign the petition. Now, the big part of this is this piece. Tonight on Country Crazy's podcast on Rumble, it's on Rumble, Country Crazy 73, Ryan Matta himself, he is the person that made this particular documentary. He is going to be on her podcast, and she is going to let us ask him the questions. All the questions that we want to ask. So you know all those questions that you have been building up for the past 4 years that you want the answers to? Ryan Matta is going to be there, and he's going to answer those questions. She's going to let us ask the questions in the comments. She's going to let some of us come up into the podcast and be able to ask those questions, do call-ins and ask those questions. This is bigger. This is bigger than some of the other podcasts that you've seen. Okay, so go watch the documentary. It's about 1 hour and 43 minutes long. So once you're done watching this trailer, send this to the hundreds of other people that you have seen out there making videos about this for the past 4 years. Have them watch it, and then have them participate in this podcast on Rumble so that they can get their questions together and have them ask Ryan Matta those questions that they have been building up for the past 4 years. All of us have been waiting for this moment to ask those questions. It's time. It's here. We are going to be able to ask the questions that we want to know. And that's why I say this documentary is different. This documentary answers a lot of questions, but this one is on United States soil. And that's why it's different. So let's go. Let's do this. Here is the trailer. Stay and watch. Then go watch the movie and send this to everybody that you know has made videos about this for 4 years.
I'm going to take you on a journey that's going to prove that Joe Biden and his administration are traitors and they have committed treason against America. I only have one question for you. But before I ask that question, I want to take you back in time. We're going to transport everyone back to January 19th, 2021, the day before Joe Biden takes office. And I'm going to stand before you, and I'm going to say I came from the future, 4 years from now, and I'm going to tell you what this man's going to do. First day in office, he is going to sign 94 executive orders to eviscerate every immigration policy Donald into effect. He will take a border that was the most secure border in American history and turn it on its head. Within 4 years, Joe Biden will have arrested over 12 million people. 250,000 of them will be special interest aliens, which in other words, in layman's terms, terrorists. They'll be arrested and released. Since the time he's become president in the 4 years, Joe Biden has created the world's largest child sex trafficking organization in modern history. He will have arrested and released over 500,000 unaccompanied alien children called UACs. Their ages are from infancy to 17 years old. They just released them to a nation that is the #1 consumer of child pornography. Connect the dots. Our government is destroying America from within. I will not stand by and allow it to happen. That's why I'm going to go to across the nation, and I'm going to show you the manifestation of this treason. You're going to see crime that you can't even fathom. You're going to see a degradation of the social benefits and welfare for American citizens being ripped from them and given to illegal aliens. You're going to see cities like Chicago, New York, Boston, Philadelphia. You're going to see them divert tens of millions of dollars. In New York City, they're going to divert almost $12 billion for illegal aliens. The city of Chicago has brought to its knees social welfare, murder, crime. You can imagine hundreds of millions of dollars for illegal aliens, and I don't care about my residents. They can all pound sand. We are living in a world where our government hates us, and I am going to go on a journey, and I am going to prove it to you. And the question I have after all of this has been done, if everything I tell you is the truth, and it is, do you call Joe Biden a patriot or a traitor?